The scandal surrounding New York Mayor Eric Adams appears to be growing this morning. Two former fire department chiefs are now out on bail after being arrested for bribery on Monday.
They are the latest moving among several other ongoing federal investigations happening in the Big Apple involving Mayor Adams and his associates. Manhattan's Attorney General declined to answer whether the case against the fire chiefs is connected to Mayor Adams. But so far, at least 16 people have had their homes searched, their devices seized, or they've been questioned about possible corruption.
Jeff Colton is here with what we need to know about all of this. He is the co-author of Politico's New York Playbook and has been following politics in the city for a decade. This is a really fascinating story here. Federal authorities, they've been investigating possible corruption for at least a year now, and the main focus seems to be ties to Turkey. What have you found so far?
Yes, we are all just on, frankly, pins and needles, waiting to see what comes out of these investigations. There are about 4 now, and yes, the latest was this kind of classic case of fire department corruption yesterday, where some top chiefs were taking bribes in order to move buildings to the top of the line for inspections. But that's just a tiny side piece of this. I mean, the bigger picture is that people very close to Eric Adams, we're talking his top deputy mayor, his police commissioner, have all been caught up in federal probes. And we're waiting for more details, but it's been just a very stressful time in the city and a very bad look for Mayor Adams as he tries to explain this away and say that he's staying focused and not getting distracted.
Well, speaking of not getting distracted, I mean, this is the mayor's first term in office. He's up for re-election next year. Obviously, he has not been indicted. We don't want to jump the gun there, but there are some calls for him to resign. So how damaging is this truly for him? I mean, there's a saying out there that where there's smoke, there's fire, and many people may choose to believe that when it comes to voting for him again or not.
Yeah, he's up for re-election next year in 2025. And there's already a lot of challengers coming out and saying, you know, it's time for a change. Let's only make him a one-term mayor. A lot of references to Chicago with Mayor Lori Lightfoot only winning 1 term recently. Now, that said, I do think that Mayor Eric Adams could survive this. Like you said, there's no indictments yet. Yes, he has lost his police commissioner, but so far he hasn't. It doesn't seem like the mayor is going to be personally implicated in any of these. Again, you know, time will tell, but I do think that there's a world where the mayor plays this effectively, says that I'm still the guy, you can trust me. You know, this is, sure, there's other people in the administration that have done bad things, but I'm still the one. So we're all going to be really paying attention for the next year to this re-election effort by Adams.
That said, his administration is also dealing with some staffing issues. What impact is that having on its ability to oversee the city's operations?
Yeah, New York City has a famously massive government, and you know, even though staffing is down, he had some trouble to recruit. That's been turning around. More people have been joining the government, getting jobs as they've had some flexibility now with work from home. And yes, of course, he at the same time has lost some of his top people. That is to say, his police commissioner. We're out a police commissioner right now. We are out leader of the law department. We're out his chief counsel. Those are all tied to yes, this controversy, these investigations. And so the mayor needs to be staffing up at the highest levels of his administration, I think, to kind of get back the trust of a lot of citizens here in New York, and to show that you know, government is acting as normal despite all of these investigations.